This report for County Washington, exception,
Maybe she. Court does call the case of Oak Tree Residential versus Brittany Hill.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Hello, your name?
Brittany Hill.
Big hand.
Sorry.
All right. Where are we on this case now?
Didn't receive any payments.
I have $1,000 on me today. I just didn't have time to take it to him before court.
Okay, well, they're supposed to pay it by the 12th I have here. But you're not disputing the amount that's owed. Has your state emergency relief application?
Oh, I tried contacting HAWK and I didn't hear back from them. So I just did the DHS yesterday, I think it was, and I haven't heard back from them either.
You just did it yesterday?
Because I was trying to go through HAWK.
Well, I have my file marked in SER. Did you fill out? So you didn't file the paperwork?
No, because I didn't know what to fill out if I didn't hear back from the HAWK program.
Right, but okay. And you just haven't heard from HAWK? Well, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession. Is it 4073?
Yes.
Total amount, including costs, $4,073.
Need a little bit more time because I have 2 checks coming next week as well, and then a family member possibly helping me out.
All right.
I contacted them to see exactly the total that I owed because I didn't hear it quite on court last Friday, and I didn't.
$4,073.
Okay.
That's actually 4073.40.
40 cents.
Okay.
All right. And so I'll issue a judgment finding no tribal issue for that amount. Ma'am, what I will do is I'll give you a couple of days additional to pay that writ issue the 26th, 2025. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that it for you, Mr. Wood?
Oh, for today, I'll be asking for next week.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you will. It's getting cold. All right.
That gets up, right?
Yes, sir. All right. Court calls the case of Arbor Woods versus Maria Gibson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanello, P86316 for the plaintiff.
It's a writ here. Your name, ma'am?
All right.
All right. And you filed a motion to stay the writ in this case?
I believe it was a motion to set aside a default judgment.
It might have been. Yeah, it was. All right. And what's your basis for setting that aside, ma'am, or your request to set it aside?
Sorry.
What's the reason why you want this set aside?
Oh, I just need like 2 more weeks to pay it.
I'm sorry?
I need 2 more weeks to pay the remaining balance.
Okay, well, the 1,500, the additional, I say it's $1,800 because you have $1,500 in escrow.
Right, I paid $1,500 last Friday.
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
Your Honor, I show that
have you? Go
sorry.
ahead.
I show that her balance would be $2,492.52. And then if we take into account the $1,500 that I believe you said is in escrow, I think that puts us at $992.52 left. That is what is currently due, including November. The judgment was taken, I believe, back in October, though. So obviously the judgment did not include November rental charges.
November rent, right. So it's about 9. So you're going to have that when, ma'am?
In 2 weeks.
So by the 28th?
Yes.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deny your motion. The $1,500 is released to the plaintiff. We don't have a writ filed yet. It was filed and signed. Okay, so writ may not be executed until the 20. You get paid on Fridays?
Yeah, well, it come on Wednesdays. It come 2 days early.
So you're gonna have a check on the 26th.
Yes.
Okay, writ may not be executed until, I won't do Thanksgiving, the 28th. You need to get that paid to them by the 26th,
Okay.
and then you should be all caught up.
Your Honor, is escrow released to plaintiff?
Pardon?
Is escrow released to plaintiff?
Yes, I said that.
Okay,
And the
sorry.
escrow is released to the plaintiff.
Okay, thank you so much.
I said it, yes, I wrote it. Escrow released to plaintiff.
So what do that mean?
That means the 1,500 is going to your landlord.
Okay.
That's where the 900
Right.
and something comes from. So where your balance is at this point, the 1,500 will be paid to the landlord. You got 900 something that you got to get paid.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Calvin Jones and Josephine Watson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What is your name?
Josephine Watson.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Well, we're surprised you're here.
You're
They say,
surprised?
yeah, because they say we owe $800 and some. We have never been late. We've lived out there for 13 years.
Right.
I have all the
recall-
letters.
No, hold on.
Oh,
I recall the last time you were here because there was a late fee on a money order
yes,
or an NSF fee, right?
yes,
On a money order. And Ms.
yes.
Fontanella, we had, I think Ms. Matson may have been here last time.
Yeah, that's correct. She was here last week, Your Honor.
And there was, not this case, but we referenced that there was another case where somehow or another somebody had paid by money order. It was marked as NSF, wasn't applied to their account, plus then they were charged for the NSF. And we had to unravel that case, and ultimately it was figured out that I think the money was actually taken in somehow or another. I'm not sure that that's what happened here. I'm just saying
Right.
that if it's a money order, I don't know how it's NSF.
Well, we
First
also,
clue. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
And so Miss Matson, because she was familiar with that other case, was going to check with the landlord on this one because I think it was when somebody else, not the current people, were doing some of their accounting.
Yes,
Your Honor, I
Yes.
am looking at, hold on, let me make sure this is the correct ledger because this is for Calvin Jones and Josephine Watson.
Yes.
I am seeing that that they had a credit at the end of March, and then they've kind of had an ongoing balance ever since then.
In March.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they ever got down to a zero balance. I would have to go through this entire ledger, but what I'm going to guess happened is that they've made payments every single month, but I don't know that their payments that they're making have covered rent, including the water sewer charges, fully each month. And so I'm wondering if this balance kind of snowballed because they weren't fully paying off the balance each month.
Nodding.
yes, because I have all of my money orders for the last 3 years where we have paid exactly what the water bill says and exactly what our rent is, $6.94. Also, there was a couple of charges on here where we were 72 cents short and they charged us $55 late fee on the 72 cents. I got it right here in front of my face. So these charges are not because we're being late on our rent.
Okay. Hold on. I gotcha. Do you see an NSF?
No, I don't show an NSF on their ledger, and their ledger goes back all the way to 2023 that I have, and I don't see any NSF fees and or anything like that on this case. I think it is very much probably what happened is they didn't fully pay everything, and so obviously that's
Okay, but so how much what does your bottom line ledger show?
so what
'Cause
I
had
show.
1868 last month.
Yeah, I still show that 868.44 is what's due right now, Your Honor. $868.
868.
Yep, and 44 cents. That's what I show is due. And that does include court costs of $242, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're saying that they paid but didn't pay their full amount each month.
That's what I'm guessing has happened. I haven't had the time to comb through this full ledger, Your Honor. So I don't want to fully rely on that. But from what I'm seeing, that's what I'm guessing has happened, because they did have a credit at the end of March of this year. And then they've kind of just had an ongoing balance ever since then.
Has it, and I realize you haven't been able, but does it look like each month the balance is going up, or is it sort of fluctuating because they may not use that much water that month, but they're paying the same? Is
So
that?
it looks like for a few months the water and sewer were very consistent, and then it looks like it just went up, like, honestly very minimally in August. Like in July their sewer was $17.58. In August their sewer was $23.76. Their water in July was $34.17, and then in August it was $43.02. So
Got it. Okay.
it looks like it obviously fluctuates every month based on usage, right?
Right.
But it's not going up to indicate that there's any issues with anything. If
Right. Okay. Man, what did you want to say before I do what I'm going to do?
Well, why are they charging us late payment fees when
Right.
we're paying on time?
Well, and here may be the problem. You're charging the late fees when your balance isn't zero,
Okay, but,
right? So, well, hold on.
okay, I
All
understand.
right. No, it's okay. So if, let's say you owe $25, for whatever reason, you just were short $25 one month, right? The next month you pay your rent, plus you pay your sewer charges. So you pay all of that, but you didn't pay the 25, you're going to get that late fee.
Okay.
Okay. And something tells me, just based on what Ms. Fontanella said, that you're paying each month. But what's happened is, and I'm just guessing, I don't have it in front of me, but you started out with credit, at some point you got behind, but you're still paying what you think is due that month, right?
Yes.
But the problem that's happening is at whatever point you fell behind, that never got caught up. So then another late fee tacked on, another late fee tacked on. And then ultimately here we are in November, and the amount has exploded to whatever.
So,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, but why would we communicate it with, before we got too far? Because
Right, nobody told us anything.
Okay.
The first time we knew anything was when this was in the mail.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
says $391.50.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give them a chance, because obviously there isn't an NSF on there. It's something else that has led this to go forward. I'm going to adjourn it out a week, let them take a look at that. And, if I have to make the decision as to whether or not a late fee is appropriate at some point, then it'll come down to that. Maybe the parties can negotiate something.
Because there's, I do understand, I thank you for that. but there's times where nobody is working in the office. We haven't had a manager in a long time. And we never know if something is late. It would be common courtesy, you would think. They would send us a paper like they do anything else so that we can pay it. You know what I'm saying? So,
We got no problem.
yeah, we ain't got no problem with paying it.
Folks, I hear you. All right. The problem for me being able to deal with it, we thought it was something else. It's not that. But I hear what you're saying and that's how I think things started just sort of escalating. And the problem is, you're right. You don't know. And then all of a sudden you get this and whatever. And so.
Your Honor,
Kendra.
could I get their email address and I could send over the ledger that I have, just so then next week we're all starting from the same place. We all can kind of talk about it. I don't know if they want to give Ann their contact information and she can pass it along to me, just so it's not.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll have them give an email address to my coordinator to send to them, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, and
then
also
they're
let her
gonna send
know.
over a current ledger. Go ahead.
Okay, let her know that Kendra gave me all of our ledger.
Okay, so
Kendra and I,
did.
yeah, we went through for 3 weeks. We worked together on what was going on within the office for this.
Okay,
And
so
when-
let's do this though. Get the email. Let me get that to them. And what Ms. Fontanelle is really indicating is next week when we come back, I want everybody on the same ledger
Thank you.
so that we can kind of, if we have to walk through it, we'll walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you could, Ms. Fontanelle, if you could make sure one gets to Ann so that I have a copy also.
Yes, yeah, yep. I'll send you guys a copy, and then I'll also send the defendants a copy. And then hopefully we can all be on the same page starting next week.
Yes, and then we can figure out a way of trying to work this through.
All right, thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. That's Granny.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
Donna.
Ms.
Have a
Watson.
good.
That's going to be the 21st, 2005 at 12 noon. You're not going to come yelling at me again. are you? No, she was yelling at me. She yelled at me the first time. Hold on. She yelled at me the first time. Invited her here. She walked in. He's real quiet. He just kind of looks at me and says, it looks like, oh yeah, you got to take it. But go ahead, sir. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, last court date, I missed the whole day of work.
You don't
So,
get paid.
So here's what we can do.
7 to 3:30.
Gotcha. Here's what we can do. I've got it. This is a noon. So can you get down here without?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So if you go to work, okay, you've been here and we'll do that. And do you have a way, let me ask this, if we come to an agreement, do you have a way of getting in contact with him?
Yeah, I pick him up from
Yeah.
work. I take him to work and pick him up every day. So.
Right, but I mean, let's say we're in the
We
middle
were
of
to
the
get-
hearing, we're gonna come to an agreement, you wanna check with him on that,
Yes, I can call him.
but you can call him,
Yeah, I don't know if he'll
but you're
hear.
gonna call him and let him know.
It's a lot of noise in the building, but
Okay,
I can
but
try.
what I just wanna make sure is, I want him to be able to go to work, but I also he's been part of the process, and I just want him to know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll figure it out, but go to work.
Okay, can I just ask you one more thing? We got
Can I
this in the
stop?
mail a couple days ago.
No, go ahead, what?
It's another paper we got in the mail from the office. It states here that we have not paid our rent for this month. Here's the money order, here's the
Hang on,
water bill,
hang on.
everything is paid, and they're doing the same thing.
I'm hearing, can I say that? I hear your frustration.
I'm sorry, I'm too old for this.
No, you're not. Okay, and there. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Okay. I hear what okay. This isn't saying that you didn't pay your November. Okay? What you'll get that demand for possession, and if you notice the number that's on it, it's the same number that they're claiming right now.
The 868.44?
Yes.
Yes.
So if anytime you have a back balance, and I don't know if it's been happening in the past or not, landlords operate differently.
first time.
But anytime that your account's behind, you get a demand to pay it. That sometimes where you were talking about, like somebody should have contacted us because pay every month we do, that kind of thing.
Right.
So what I'm a bit surprised at is you haven't received that before.
I know, we just got it a couple days ago.
Right, but that you haven't if your account was behind each month,
I see.
even if they didn't call you, you would get that demand.
Right.
So you would then know and be able to say, well, what you're basically saying now.
Right.
So I will say I'm a little bit, and I don't know the answer. I'm a little bit surprised by that you didn't get that kind of notification. But obviously you got it for this.
Yeah.
But you're already here in court.
Right.
So I can't answer how people do what they do.
I'm just hoping that the late charges don't keep going while we doing the procedure.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me just say that. That's why I want to look at the ledger. Because how do I want to say it? You kind of know how I am. And if you had a balance of 72 cents, you got charged a $50 plus late charge, technically, right? But that's probably going to be a problem for me. Right? Okay.
My ledgers, it's the same ones they gonna give you.
Well, maybe.
You can have them.
Well, it's okay. Let me get that. What I want is for everybody to have the same one
Right, okay.
that we're looking at. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So, Mr. Jones, you're going to go to work.
Yes.
All right. Miss Watson's going to show up
I'll be here.
time. And you're going to yell at me?
No,
Okay. All right. I'm just asking.
never.
I shouldn't say you yelled at me.
He'll tell you I don't
You're
yell.
going to get what?
He'll tell you I don't yell. Look,
But
I'm
you-
winking.
Is that right, Mr. Jones?
I ain't gonna come in.
All right. Watch Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones just took the step. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You guys.
So next
take care.
Friday?
All right.
You said noon next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
Have a
Take
good
care. You guys
weekend.
have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus Brandon Wilson. And Kimberly Slate.
Hi.
Hello, Miss Slate.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, doing good. Okay, did you get the 1,800 paid?
Yes, we paid it this morning at 11:30.
Okay, so how much is owing on her account?
Your Honor, I did confirm with my client they received the $1,800 today. So after applying that payment, there is $1,430.43 in rent, court costs of $242 for a total of $1,672.43. I did speak with Miss Slayton earlier, right before court. She said that she can have this paid in full by the 28th, Your Honor.
By the 20th?
28th.
28th. Okay.
Yes. I'm fine to do a judgment with an extended writ date to the 28th, Your Honor.
All right. You got that, Miss Slayton?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find no tribal issue.
Thank you.
Give the plaintiff a judgment for possession for the 1672.43. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
1617.43. A writ cannot issue until actually December, because I can't issue it on a day the court is closed. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Slayton, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. You guys too. Thank you.
Court calls case of Arbor Woods versus Alicia Franklin. She's in jail. Oh, there she is. Hello, Miss Franklin. She's not unmuted. What is plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $5,562.30, court costs of $186, for a total of $5,748.30 currently due.
All right, Miss Franklin, how are you going to get this paid?
Okay, SOS is paying 3,000, and as of today, I have the 2693. I just have to get a money order. So that's where I'm at with it, and everything be paid in full.
You have how much?
I have 2693. The SOS.
2693. And then SOS approved the balance?
That's correct. I got the email and everything, and they've been in contact with management in Arbor Woods.
They did?
Yes.
Santinella, you have any knowledge of that?
I don't have any knowledge of that, Your Honor, but after I just did the math, it looks like she's going to be $55-ish short. She said that she had 2693.
Yeah, that's.
And the balance is $5,748.30.
So I'm $55
So
short?
she's going to be how much short?
$55.30 short.
Okay, I got that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you're going to pay that. You said SOS. You have the email from SOS?
I do.
All right, so here's what I'm
Her
going to
name
do.
is Alicia something, but I have the emails.
From Alicia at
Yes.
SOS. That's one of the workers over there.
Yes.
So I'm not going to grant a judgment, although the amount's high. I want that amount paid by Monday.
Okay.
Okay? You got to get that,
I have it
that
right
balance
here. I just
over
got
to
to
them Monday.
I just got to get a money order. I have it right here.
All right. So basically the balance less than 3,000. I also want you to provide a copy of the email you have to the landlord.
Okay, who do I need to send it to?
Pardon?
Who do I need to send it, forward the email to?
Well, when you go in and pay, aren't you going to pay in the office?
Yes.
All right. I want a copy of your email given to the office over there so they can get it to their attorneys.
Okay, I sure will. I can
Got it?
Yes.
And I'll adjourn this out to November 21st, 2025 at 12 noon.
Okay.
And so
thank you.
if everything can get paid, then we'll be in good shape.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good one. So long.
Arbor Woods versus Marcus Hollis. Marcus Hollis, not checked in. I think we swore you in earlier, Ms. Fontanella. You're still sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a non-payment of rent, possession-only action. I'm showing that there's rent due of $3,500.31, court costs of $186, for a total of $3,686.31 due. I would request for it to issue in 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Lakeisha Sanders. Well, here she is. Hello.
Hello, Judge Simpson.
What's your name?
Lakeisha Sanders.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor,
I made the payment, I told you.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $3,208.27, court costs of $186, for a total of $3,394.27. I would just inquire with Ms. Sanders when she made that payment.
Pardon? Yes.
I made the payment on Wednesday. Like I said, I would make it. And see, that's the problem over there. They take your money orders and they don't post them to the account. So I made a copy of the money orders and I had her sign that she received it, because that's normally a problem. And then they turn around and add on late fees for everything on top of it. I gave it to Kenya. First of all, I went over there and the door was locked, because the door is always locked. Nobody, or they in the office and won't answer the doors. And if you try to put your money order in the drop ship, the couple that was just up here is my neighbors. If they try, you put your money order in the drop box, they don't take them out because they claim the internet don't work over there, so they can't post the money orders. So they have to go somewhere else and post the money orders. So you make your payments and then they don't post them to your account in a timely manner. So I made the payment like I told you I would, Judge, on Wednesday for $1,364.27.
You told me you were going to pay $1,300.
Right, and I paid more. I paid more, and it's a copy of the money orders with the acting manager's signature and the correct date. I also have the receipt showing the date, and then that's what else they'll.
Your Honor, if I may.
Hold on a second. Yes.
My ledger is from the 10th, which is why it does not reflect any payments.
Got it.
And indeed make it on Wednesday. I don't have a problem setting this over for a week. I'll confirm with my client.
Yeah.
I guess when can she have the balance paid?
Yeah, that's right. So when,
I applied for Hawk. I turned in my paper to you. Do you have a copy?
oh, so you, yeah,
I
you
applied
did
for Hawk and SCR.
you did Hawk. Or
And
she turned in the rental assistance form, so she'd get the adjournment anyway.
And my appointment with them is on Monday at 11.
So you have an appointment this Monday.
Yes, sir. Because they told me it had to be under 3,000.
Right. Exactly. So, November 21st, 2025 at 12 noon. All right. Hopefully we'll get good news on that end. Anything else you want to yell at me about?
No, I wasn't. Oh, yeah, it's one more thing I want to tell you, though. I was sitting at court on Friday, right, with you. Told you I would make my payment on Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
On Tuesday, the maintenance man was knocking on my door talking about I was on some type of eviction list for this week coming up. And I was just trying to figure out how was that possible. I said, when I met with Judge Simpson on Friday, and I have a new court date for this Friday, so how am I on the list when I was...
Why would they come?
Why would they?
I don't even know.
Exactly.
I don't even know what that means.
That's what I didn't know what that means either. I know that's not proper protocol. So I was just a little concerned.
No, it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Okay, so you can tell whoever that maintenance man, if that's what they said, if they try to tell you on eviction list, tell them to come down here and talk to me.
Okay, thank you,
And
Judge
then
Simpson.
I'll let them talk to Mr. Allen. We'll get it straight.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a
all
good day.
right. You take care. Have a good weekend. Arbor Woods versus April Tubbs Streeter. And also Elise Streeter, but I think.
She's not here.
Yes. Your name?
April Tubbs Streeter.
All right. And how much is plaintiff claiming is owed?
Your Honor, I show that there's rent of $2,603.28, court costs of $242, for a total of $2,845.28.
All right. Let me ask you a question. You told me on the 7th you were going to pay $500. Did you get that paid?
I have them in my wallet. Nobody's been there. I have a job. I can't just.
No, hold on. I have to ask because it was, and then
Nobody was there this morning.
you're going to pay on the 14th and nobody's there.
I have it right here. Both of them.
Your Honor, I believe that the office was closed today. However, the manager was there processing payments. That's what happened with earlier payments, I believe, by a
There's
prior.
a sign on the door that also says that they're closed today for some type of staff appreciation.
All right. So let's try to get it rectified because
But however,
you have the 1,300.
yeah, and you had wanted me to go in so I can be able to talk to them because when I was here then it was 17 something, but now she's saying it's 2,000 or something. Which
You have, so hold on a second. Hold on. You have that in money orders?
yes,
And I can't take money orders. So you have 1,300 that you can pay to them. So just want to know, how are these folks supposed to do this? I mean, the last tenant said she goes in there, she got to the person and was able to have them signed off on.
and that was the same day.
Pardon?
The same day, that Friday. Friday. Same.
Okay.
Wednesday, when she went Wednesday, I went behind.
And you didn't get in?
She said she beat on the door. I didn't beat on the door, but I knocked on the door. Nobody came.
Your Honor, I'm not sure why there would have been nobody in there on Wednesday. I know that last week my client was out of town for a training in Florida, and I believe Your Honor had been apprised of that for a different case that we were supposed to have a trial.
I did.
So there was nobody there last week. However, I don't know why there would have been nobody there to accept payments on Wednesday. My understanding is that the office is closed today. However, like I said, I did talk to my client on a prior case and they were able to accept and apply payments for somebody else because they were put in the drop box. So
I can't even get a call back.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Okay. First thing, don't get frustrated. Let's try to work this through. What I want you to do is say you have the 1,300.
Mm-hmm. And you talk to them to talk about paying the remaining balance on the 28th.
That's what right. I know what you were supposed to talk, but I got to take your money. All right. I mean, I got to figure out and make sure we're not going to run into a problem. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 21st, 2025 at noon. I want you to take, and I'm going to just make a note here. I want you to put it in the Dropbox.
I did that and
Just everybody's going to fight with me today about what I'm asking them to do. I want you to put it in Dropbox. If you got somebody with you or if you're going to do it, you got a phone, I want you to take a photo that you're putting it in a Dropbox.
Okay.
Take a photo of both money orders. And when you go there, I want a photo of you putting it in the Dropbox. Okay. Can you do that on Monday? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Your
do
Honor,
it on the 7th.
I'll let my client know that if it's during regular business hours, they need to ensure that the door is unlocked and tenants can come in to drop off the money orders.
All right. So you're to put it in the Dropbox, take the photos, as I said, or if somebody's there, pay them, do what she did, get a
That's
copy,
what I do.
sign off.
That's how I always do. That's why I didn't want to leave it, because they have to sign it or give me a signed piece of paper.
I know why you want to do it. Everybody, I'm just trying to get you to.
I understand.
I get the frustration, and I'm just trying to solve it so that you could pay it and it get credited, and then we know what because I remember from the last time, you just need to the end of the month, but if you can't, I just have to make sure you can pay it because I don't want anything bad to happen.
Right. Okay, so Monday I'll be there.
She has something else you want to yell at me about. I can tell. Anything else?
Trying to get everybody out. They want to get out.
I know. I want to go home too. You two would have stopped. I'd be out of here by now. No. You have a great weekend.
I'll have it too. Next Friday.
Take care. That's your cousin? I can kind of tell. Arbor Woods versus Linda Lockhart. And is it Janine Caldwell and Larry Lockhart?
Sydney Fontenot for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
All right.
Hello,
Hello, your name?
Linda Lockhart.
Okay. And how much do we have owing on this?
Your Honor, I show that there is rent of $1,937.43, court costs of $298 for a total of $2,235.43.
All right, we're at the same spot. Okay.
I called, I got in touch with DHS. They're supposed to be processing it to help me
You're
out.
still processing
Yeah.
and you had 6 people, so that can get you about 1,000, almost half of this amount.
And I called that other place that you told me.
HAWK?
Yeah, but I didn't qualify, but they are sending me, but the household made too much money for them to help me. And, so, I'm going to call around. They send me email places I can call for more help.
For other things?
Yeah.
Okay. You got the rental assistance form, I think, into us.
Yes.
And so you got that into us. You'd be entitled to an adjournment. So I'm going to adjourn this to the 21st, 2025 at 12 noon. Okay.
Okay.
And let's see where you get with the other thing, and hopefully we'll have an answer from DHS.
Okay.
And if they're going to pay. And typically, so that you know, with DHS, the other part has to be paid and then they'll pay. So you follow me?
No, I don't.
You know how? Okay. So let's say they approve you you had 6 people. Let's say they approve you for $1,040, which was the maximum amount.
Uh-huh.
They approve you for that $1,040. The difference between what's owed has to be paid first, and then they will pay the balance.
Okay.
You follow me? So that you got to find about $1,200, almost exactly $1,200 from other places to pay first, and then they'll pay.
Okay.
That made more sense when I said it like that. I said it really backwards. All right. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. We'll see you next week. You guys have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Can I make an observation? I'm her brother.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I would it's not actionable, but I really, after listening to all this, it's predatory billing. In
Well,
my opinion.
okay,
Your Honor.
I don't know that that's it, and that may be your opinion, but that's not what's going on.
Well, late fees are excessive.
Well, they're not excessive because I watch it. Thank you, though.
Certainly.